Okay, guys, today we're going to look at passing the open guard from the over-under position. Over-under to knee, what we call like a knee cross, over to over-under, all the way to a stack pass. All right, so I'm going to review a little bit of what we were looking at, and then when your opponent is able to frame at your tricep or sleeve grip. So when I approach the over-under position, I start fishing for that underhook here. This hand, be very careful because my opponent can pull my arm in and I can get triangled. So when you do this type of movement, make sure your knee comes in. The knees, so if he does try to pull my arm, go ahead. I have my knee through and I can posture really easily. I don't stay like this. I start working my grip this way. I like to grab because when I cup, even if I miss cupping his leg, I can turn it into a grip. If I just focus on the grip, he can still break that grip. So I like to kind of cup this way. And so we have the option to knee cross. It's not a knee cut, knee cross, where I bring my knee in and I can start shoulder pressuring, back stepping. But then when we have the other option to actually double under stack pass, and I go here, I can still use them together. I can either go for this position if he frames really well my shoulder, then I come back this way. Vice versa, right? If he starts framing this way, I can come back this way and start passing here. So that's something we talked about all week, but what happens when he's able to frame at my tricep or my sleeve? So as I start to pass exactly, and I'll go ahead and run through it so you can see his defense. As I come up, he sits up, exactly, and comes back. So as I come, let's say he grabs my sleeve, right? And he comes up. Same thing, look, I'm gonna hold, swim around, and start working that position that we focused back at the seminar. So it's the same thing. If he grabs my tricep, I lunge forward, swim my arm around. If he grabs my sleeve, I lunge forward and swim around, okay? So we approach the position again. We start coming this way. He starts to grab sleeve or tricep. As he comes around, look at my knee pins. Now I have to kind of stop, lunge forward, and start swimming around to go to side control here. Same thing, let's move this way real quick. Same thing if he does the tricep. It's a tricep, I lunge forward, and I'm able to get him back to side control. So practice first tricep, then the sleeve grip. Another option is I can go straight to the other side and counter back with the knee cross that we did before, right? So if I go back this way and he grabs my tricep, I can start coming back, passing this way as well. So you can connect the positions really well before I even just stick to that one option. I could use them back together. Any questions? No questions at all?
So you don't really stack. Like when I think of stack, I think of like knee over their forehead.
Yeah. So yes, you are. But the problem is when you try to stack someone, even if I go here, right? Once I'm able to come back this way, look, he's still able to counter. So he can still counter from the stack. Come back this way. The problem is making sure that I'm able to connect the other position before. So as I stack him, he starts to kick and come up this way. So I need to be reactive. I need to either work this position, or maybe he grabs my tricep, grab the tricep. Yeah, so it's kind of stalling a little bit, then I come back this way to side control. So you are stacking. Notice I grab the back of his pant and I lift it up too. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3.